And like hi! Hello, you gorgeous individuals, it's Kav here, and today I'm going to be sharing with you all my July TBR. I haven't done a TBR video since like January, so I've been winging it with the books I've been reading, but I decided that I wanted to get back into knowing what I was going to read and having it more planned out, and just to see how that would go for these next few months, because I think that might help motivate me to read as many books as I need to read in the month, as opposed to slowing down and maybe not quite reaching my goal, because this way I have some way to be held accountable for it. I have 5 books to show you today. Only 4 of them will contribute towards my Goodreads goal, but I'll explain why when I start off with this video. So let's just jump right into it, and I can share with you all what I'm planning to read this month. The first book on my list is EnbyLoveStory by my friend Mason, which is why I said only 4 books would contribute, because this book hasn't been picked up by a publisher yet. I have no idea why not. It definitely should be, because trust me, it's going to be a bestseller one day, and I'll be able to say I betaed it. But I am beta reading this book for my friend, and I am so excited. I read one of the drafts of this book a few months ago, and I absolutely adored it, so I'm going to be reading my second draft in the first week of July. I'm filming this video at the very end of June, so I'm starting the book actually today, and I'm probably going to be reading it throughout the first week of July up until I leave for my trip to the East Coast. The next book on my list is one that I don't have yet because I'm ordering it tomorrow, but it is Saints and Misfits by S.K. Ali. This one is the July Bookbound Society's Book of the Month, and I just joined Bookbound Society, and I'm really glad because I've been wanting to read this one for a while. It's an Own Voices book featuring a Muslim character, which is something that I don't think we see enough of in YA or in literature in general. I wouldn't know about all genres, but the ones I read, I don't see it much, and I'd love to see this and start learning more experiences of what it's like for Muslim people, because I think that it's really important, because all of you know how important I consider diversity to be, and that includes diversity of religion. So I'm really excited to read this one and discuss it with all of the people in this book club, and just read it because I think it's an extremely important story, and I've heard great things about it from my friends. The next book on my list is We Are Okay by Nina Lacour. This is one of the most beautiful books I've ever seen in my entire life, which is one of the reasons I wanted it, but I also wanted it because I've been wanting to read a Nina Lacour book for a really long time, so I'm glad that a good friend of mine sent this to me, and she told me how much it meant to her, and I completely trust her recommendation, so I know that I'm going to absolutely adore this book, and it's pretty short, so I can probably get through it pretty quickly, and I'm really excited to read it. I think it deals with a female by female romance, and I want to say the main character is lesbian, and I think it's an Own Voices book featuring a lesbian main character, but I'm not 100% sure. That's just what I've heard. And I said how I've wanted to read a Nina Lacour book for a really long time. I've heard great stuff about her work and about all her books, and I'm just so excited to read this. The next book I have on my list is Girl Out of Water by Laura Silverman. I was lucky enough to receive a signed copy of this book from Laura herself. I put this book on my wish list when all of that stuff went down, so Laura saw it and sent me a signed copy, which I'm really thankful for, and I have heard absolutely incredible things about this book. One of my good friends really loves it, and I completely trust his opinions, so I am really excited to read it. It seems like the perfect summer read. I mean, honestly, just look at the cover and the title. It seems like the ideal summer read to read right smack in the middle of summer in July, and I believe it features a Jewish main character, and it has a disabled character in it, if I'm not wrong. I will have all the marginalizations for the books I read linked in the description with the book titles, which I always do, so you can check that out for sure. But that's what I believe from what I know. I know that the author herself is Jewish, so I do believe that this one features a Jewish main character, and like I said, diversity of religion is something I find really important, so I'd love to read about a Muslim character and a Jewish character in the same month and see their stories and just what it's like for them. But like I said, don't quote me on that, I'm not 100% sure, but I will have the marginalizations listed in the description below so that you all can see that and be sure that you get the right information. The last book I have on my list is The Upside of Unrequited by Becky Albertalli, and I'm hoping to buddy read this with my friend Marta if she responds to her texts, but I am really excited to read this one. I loved Simon versus the Homo Sapiens Agenda, which was Becky's first book, and this is her sophomore novel or her second novel, and I am just so excited to read it. It features a fat main character with anxiety, and it deals with unrequited love, and I think it has a cute romance in it, so I'm just really excited to get to it because I've heard absolutely incredible things about it from all of my friends. Almost everyone I know has absolutely adored this book if they've read it, so I'm extremely excited to read this one, and it's extremely diverse. It's by an author I love, so I'm excited to get to it and read it for myself because it again seems like a very good novel to read in the summer because I love reading contemporaries in the summer. I love how the covers for all these novels really go together. Saints and Misfits might be the outlier, but We Are Okay has pink on the cover, and Saints and Misfits is pink and yellow, so I feel like if I put that next to We Are Okay, I could make this like a cool cover thing that matches and makes like a very short rainbow, and it would just be so cool. I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I hope that you enjoyed hearing about these novels. They're all diverse contemporaries that I've heard great things about and that I am extremely excited to read during the month of July. I guess we'll figure out if I did read them all at the end of the summer when I do my end of summer wrap up, so let's hope that I do. And like I said, I'll have all of the marginalizations and any trigger warnings listed in the description below so that you all can check that out and have all the information. And that's what I'm going to be doing for all my book hauls and TBRs and wrap-ups from now on, so you all can always look in the description to get all of the information you need, and I will do my best to make sure that that information is 100% accurate for you all. Thank you all so much for watching. Please give this video a like and subscribe if you enjoyed it because that stuff makes me happy, and comment down below, what are you planning to read this month? Have you read any of these books? If so, what did you think of them? Because I'd love to hear your thoughts and I'd love to hear your TBR for the month of July. And if you already have subscribed, click that little notification bell so that you get notified and you never miss whenever I post a new video. As usual, all my social media and Goodreads will be in the description below, so you can follow me on any of that if you would want to. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all are having a lovely day or night wherever you are. Please remember you're beautiful and you deserve the world, and I will see you next week with a brand new video. Goodbye. Hey, sir, no, sir, I'm gonna have to ask you to leave.